Hey, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Aubrey, and this is Wildly Ambitious. Coming at you on day 21 out of 30 of this challenge I gave to myself. Thanks for following me this far if you have been. If not, make sure to hit subscribe if you want to see anything else. Pretty soon I'll be doing a little bit more with my time. Hopefully, I've been getting pretty good at staying on this routine at least. This is like pretty minimal morning activity I set for myself. One step at a time, one day at a time, so we can really take things. Try and move too fast, walk a mile before you can take a step, and then things don't work out the way you plan, you get real upset. But it's just how that goes. And I've been trying to do a lot to get my act together, more or less. Like I said, I've been looking for a job and doing these videos, trying to make a routine, get some good study habits going. I can only do so much at one time. It's been really helpful having a good set of close friends around, by my side or on my back when I need them. Since this, it hasn't been the easiest year. The past few months have been pretty rough for me, for all of us. My family, for my friends too. And once again, I'm very grateful for them being around, supporting me, and helping me get through. And I just want to say that real quick. I don't know, there's not a whole lot going on. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow we've got inspection in our apartment. That's always fun. I gotta clean my room, and they sure do love coming in here all the goddamn time. And it's their property. These are apartments, so as long as they give us 24-hour notice, they can be as intrusive as they damn well please. And it's just kind of a pain in the ass. It's fair enough though. At least they make sure the properties stay nice and nobody's messing stuff up. Even if they are kind of assholes about it sometimes, it doesn't really matter. Like, I can't have anything in front of my window, even though it's like 3 feet off the ground. Even if it's under that, it's technically a fire exit. Not that that makes any goddamn sense. When I was 15, I had to kick the fucking screen out so I could sneak out to see my girlfriend. I didn't say that. Kids stay in bed, go to school in the morning and shit. Don't smoke. But yeah, like, how the fuck are you supposed to get out of that? Like, it's not the kind of screen that you can just take off by, like, unhooking. You have to physically break this shit to get out of the window. And I swear I'm the only person who's ever even done that around here. Maybe not, but I certainly hope nobody's had to, like, vault through their window in a fire in one of these fucking apartments. That would be terrible. But either way, I mean, like, it makes sense that you can't keep, like, a bookshelf in front of it, but, like, I have my fucking amp right next to the window because it's a goddamn nice space for it. Or, like, I had my bed against it, and the bed comes, like, right up to the window. I was like, that is way more convenient for getting out the window, first of all, because I can just kind of roll out. Or, just crawl across. It's not in the way, just whatever. Anyway, that's all I really got going on. Tomorrow's that inspection, so I gotta clean today. And then Friday is that appointment over at that, I forget what it's called, but the oral surgeon that James Williams referred me to for my wisdom teeth. And they, over there, they took an x-ray. They're like, so you have at least 3 bad wisdom teeth. I was like, no fucking shit. Please remove them immediately. Like a month ago. I need my life back. Because it's really limiting. Like, I've been caught between the struggle of being caught between I'm here living in the present moment. I don't need money to make me happy. I don't need things. I've got all these things already that I consider to be blessings, my own spirit and the people around me that I can't take for granted anymore. And then on the other side, it's like, man, I'd really like to feel like a fucking adult and be able to support myself and pay my own bills and eat like what I want to eat and not have to depend on other people to, get me cigarettes or any of that. And also on top of that, just the main goal of survival and I don't know, say comfort. You know, you want to be comfortable. And I think it's important to try and live out of your comfort zone as much as possible so as that it'll grow. And, you know, when I say that, actually, not so much living outside of your comfort zone, but more expanding that to be so large that you can really be comfortable anywhere, doing anything. It's like the Queens of the Stone Age line. It's like if you own the world, you're always home. And where was I going with that? Just talking about blessings and friends and being out of money. Being poor is a state of mind, of course. You know, if you live in abundance, then you don't need anything. And if you're poor, then obviously you're lacking in something. So if you're putting off that frequency of lacking, then you're going to attract more like that. Like if you put off one of love, then you're probably going to attract more love to yourself. Same with money. Like if you're thinking about how you need money all the time, you're just going to keep expanding those thought processes of how you need money instead of how you have money, and how you're going to draw more in. And I don't mean that in like the mystical law of attraction way, even though I do believe somewhat in that law of attraction, because like things come together and all that. But I mean that in a more real sense, that if you're thinking this, then this is going to happen, because you're going to let those thought processes go on for so long that it turns into a feeling that you harvest until it goes a little deeper and turns into an emotion that affects your body, and you're going to be acting on those things. And that was a little drawn out way of saying the way that thoughts go down. You know, you got your brain, it sends out electrical signals to move your body, so you know, it all starts up here or in here. And I know that the electromagnetic field of the heart, the human heart, is so much more powerful than the brain, even though that's more like a central processor. I see the heart more as the circuitry system and the nerve. Well, got the cardiovascular and your respiratory system that, you know, pumps blood and oxygen throughout your body so you can keep moving. And then you got your brain that sends all these signals to your other various parts, your organs and your appendages and whatnot, to, you know, physically move, react, all these things, and that's going on. There's chemical reactions, electromagnetic frequencies that push and pull along with the forces of nature that we may or may not understand, like gravity, magnetism, electricity, namely electricity. That we understand that a lot better. I can put human physiology into terms of electricity, or you know, those pulses, like the heart goes boom, 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 boom. It's a pulse of blood going out to your body. That's why they measure your pulse, your heart rate. You've got so many beats per minute that you can monitor and be to judge yourself as healthy or not. And that's pretty simple. So, you know, if you're trying to, say, hack your biology, I watched this video once that was like the title, I think, and I wasn't sure what that really meant. Like, how do you hack anything, really? You just understand it. So, you know, if you can break your own body, your brain, your spirit into a code that you can manipulate and rewrite, reword, or even just choose which parts of that code you see as either I'll say helpful or self-limiting, I guess, is where I'm going with that. If you can control that, if you can understand the way that your thoughts work, the way that your head works, the way that your feelings tie into your emotions, tie into your physiology, tie into everything else that you do, all of your actions and behaviors and beliefs, all of these systems, all of these relatively small yet important things that are just going around inside of us. And it's all just chemical, like that Apathy song that may or may not have been on that muted track I tried to play for you. And with that, you know, I did eventually, well, like right after that, I went and did a little bit of research into the copyright laws, and it was fair enough that they took that one down. It made sense after I researched a little bit. I thought it'd be fine because A, I'm not making any money. B, you know, it's just playing in the background. It's not like I was using that for much. But I was using the music for its intended purpose, which is basically that. You put it on in the background and have conversations over to create a certain vibe or feeling, emotion, and all that. So that's what it's really intended for anyway. So that's where the copyright shuts you down. Fair use, what the fuck is the word? Fair use says that if you take the original work of art and you change it on such a fundamental level that it has a new meaning, that it's adding to something that you're doing as opposed to just you using that and then adding to that, or using that for like if you use too much of it, basically that's when they fuck you up. But like you can use, you know, like clips from old Disney and rework that. Like you can, you know, make those mashups with the songs and the cartoons, and like you know, gamers, they have to stream, so they're allowed to use like the, you know, the copyrighted game in their video that they're playing so that you can see them playing it. That's how that works. That's how they make money, and that's fair use. You know, there's all these things that are fair use. It's actually pretty interesting if you can get past the like this is boring stage. But that's how I try to live my life, try and get past that so I can actually like, you know, live and do the things I want to do. You know, I'm not going to college or I'm not working, so the best I can do is try and be healthy and happy, living in the present moment every day. You know, that's why I like to meditate. That's probably why I smoke so many cigarettes too, is because I haven't been able to push myself far enough into the future to make myself stop. Even though I've told myself I will so many times. It's what everybody does. Everybody says they're going to quit at least a few dozen times, until eventually they just kind of get older and accept the fact that it's never going away, because they never made the decision to make the change. Or they did make the decision, but it wasn't as easy as they wanted it to be, or the things they tried, they didn't work, or this or that or the other. There's all these excuses. One of the most self-limiting belief systems I've noticed in myself and other people around me is, you know, you have a problem, so first of all, you seem to think that just because you don't have the answer or the solution to this problem that nobody else does. This is your problem, and only you could really figure that out, but somebody else tells you, and that, what the fuck? So with that, you know, once a solution's found, then that means you're out of excuses to actually do the work to change for the better, because it's easier to sit there and let things affect you than to actually stand and take charge and be true to yourself and the world around you, and all that, to make the difference. So with all that, I don't know, man. I hope you have a beautiful day. Coming at you, day 21. My name's Aubrey once again. This is Wildly Ambitious. Stay tuned in. Got 9 more days of this for you at least, this rambling of mine. And if that's what you like to see, then I'll do more videos like that. You know, if you'd like to see me talk about something specific, like politics or technology, any sciences, anything I've been studying or working on, if you want to hear about any of my artistic projects that I got going on right now, like, I would really love to have this channel a lot more music themed. Like, if I could do like guitar videos or tutorials, put my own music up. But living in this apartment here with my mom and her boyfriend, you know, somebody's always asleep because he works nights. She just, I don't know, has her own sleep schedule. She has insomnia. She always has. So like once she gets to sleep, it's a struggle to stay that way. And then if she wakes up, it's a pain in the ass. So like, there's not much I can do until like 6 p.m. And by then I'm like already trying to do something else. I've already been like sitting around for like 8 hours because I can't just sleep until 2 or 4 in the afternoon. Sorry, Mom. So I don't really get to do a lot of music here, which really does kind of tear me up sometimes. But you know, I'm still grateful that they've given me a place to stay, that they've been helping me out this past year or so. Like, there's a lot more I could be doing to make things easier for them too. And I'm just over here bitching about the fact that I can't scream at the top of my lungs all day, every day. I need my own goddamn place. I'm like 20, making music. I can't do this shit here. I literally can't. Even if I had the money for the things I need, like, you know, you don't need money for most of that. If I had a tape recorder, I'd be happy. I use this video camera recorder for a lot of stuff that I've actually gotten better recordings out of than a lot of actual studio techniques I've used. Just the audio quality is very good. The video quality is very good too, if you haven't noticed. If you think it's not, then it's probably just because my face is ugly and I've had this posterization on for a while. But you know, there's a lot I could do that's quiet, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's hard. It's hard to do. It's not an easy process, especially when you start to look deeper into it. Like, you know what a sine wave is? Try reading about that for like 5 hours. Comb filtering, because if you have one mic signal that's like right here, and then you have one like right here, then they might not make any noise because the frequency that the signals are being sent, the amount of space between the microphone and the instrument creates a certain amount of delay. So it's like, say one's a little bit closer and the other one's a little bit farther, then the wavelengths might be spaced apart differently. So like, say the troughs and the peaks are complete opposite of each other. There's two signals. Say they're complete opposite, then it just evens out. You don't hear anything. That's called phasing. Phase something. Damn. I was seriously like just studying this all day. The material is very dense, and you can see why not a lot of people get through it. But once again, anybody can live this lifestyle if that's for you. Oh yeah. Just wait until everybody leaves. Hell yeah. Keep it easy, keep it real. Day 21, Wildly Ambitious. My name's Aubrey. Thank you again for tuning in.